Yeah, it's me, Fergie, with the serious video. No jokes, no laughs, no BSing or whatever. This is about the murder of Trayvon Martin on February the 26th, I believe, of 2012. Now, it's like one day shy of a month, a calendar month, and I just feel like I had to kind of wait it out. I know I'm late, but not really. I had to weigh everything that had happened and let the commotion die down and the initial outrage die down. But to be quite honest, it hasn't completely died down as of yet. So it's very hard for me to not get emotional about the whole incident. There are some facts in this whole situation or ordeal or murder that just don't sit right with me. So, okay, it's very possible that the neighborhood had been, or the apartment complex, or whatever kind of gated community this was, because I'm not sure in the facts on that, but that's not important. I'm not sure what type of crime they had been experiencing, whether it was break-ins, here and there, or maybe they had a high break-in rate, and so they needed like a neighborhood watch captain or someone to patrol to kind of deter some of that. Now, I am a master at arms. I own several guns. I have a CHL, which is a concealed handgun license. I know a little bit about the law. I mean, I did study criminal justice for 4+ years at UNT, and I'm not saying that this makes me an expert on the law, but there are just certain things that you don't do when you are a civilian. One is pursue anyone that is fleeing from a crime. Okay, so there is a such thing as a citizen's arrest, but let's be honest, who does that nowadays? This was back in the day when the world was a much safer place, when a lot of citizen's arrests were taking place. But my thing is that the 911 call lays everything out. Okay, so this young man is 17. He has a bag of Skittles and a can of iced tea. He is wearing a hoodie. It's raining outside, so who wouldn't have their hood on? And he is walking in this gated community. Now, what he was doing in the gated community is up in the air. I don't know what he was doing there. I don't know all the facts of the situation, but that's minute, because for number one, we know that he wasn't breaking and entering. We know that he was not committing a crime. We know that he was by himself and he was minding his own business and he did not have a weapon. Then you have a 28-year-old man, and I really kind of cringe at calling him a man, because I think he made some very childish decisions. He tried to play hero, if, at the very least, if he did not become the antagonist or aggressor in this situation. He was armed, obviously, and he was in a patrol car. Now, he got out of this car in pursuit of Trayvon. Now, again, let me go back. The 911 call has him describing the man, or a young man, as a late teenage black male. And so some are saying that this isn't a racial issue. I want to remove color from the whole situation and say that no matter if Zimmerman was black, blue, gray, or orange, and Trayvon was some rainbow colored child, or he was tan, yellow, whatever color. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that it still stands. He was unarmed. He was being approached. And initially, Trayvon was heading in the direction of Zimmerman. But once he realized that he was in pursuit as well, because, see, Trayvon was not pursuing Zimmerman. He was probably walking in the path of going home, and Zimmerman just happened to be in that path. But he was not in an aggressive pursuit towards Zimmerman. Now, on the flip side, Zimmerman was. He even stated that he was. He said that he was following the young man because these assholes always get away. Not verbatim, but basically that's what I sum it up to be. Now, what's so strange is that a young man was shot and killed, unarmed, and he had been pursued. There are other 911 calls from witnesses that have him screaming for help in the background, which are blood-curdling. But you want to say that this was self-defense. If your life is in danger, do you pursue the danger, or do you flee from danger? If you're armed and you pursue the danger, wouldn't that lead you to believe that you're trying to be a hero, or that you're trying to resolve or rectify a situation? Now, if you are fleeing, then obviously you feel like your life is in danger. What he should have done, Zimmerman, I'm speaking of, is made that 911 call and just waited. He should have stayed in his car. He should have never left out of the patrol vehicle, number one, because he's a civilian. He's not a police officer. He is not probably not even licensed, and he probably doesn't even know the first thing about handling a weapon or weapon retention. Now, I could see if Trayvon had tried to grab his weapon. These are all things that could have happened, but we don't know the facts. We don't know the facts. And I'm not saying that he did not do it in self-defense. Let's take all the what ifs and I think and, this is possible. Let's take all that out. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, so it very well could be that it was self-defense. I highly doubt that. Seriously, I highly doubt that. But if it was, Zimmerman has the burden of proving that he had to defend himself beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, that's his task to prove that, and he should have been arrested because someone was shot and killed, and all of the facts were not present. All of the evidence did not point to a crime not have been committed. We have someone who is dying, who we know was crying for help. And normally when someone is crying for help, they are the victim. Normally when someone is defending themselves, they are crying for help. But we do not know of Zimmerman crying for help. I'm sure that if we got a voice analyst or something into this whole forensic evidence or this whole investigation, that they can compare the screams of Trayvon to the voice of Zimmerman and rule out, whose voice it was. Obviously, it was Trayvon's. It was a young boy's cry for help. So, I don't know. I'm highly upset about it. I have my hoodie on in support. I have signed the petition. I definitely urge you guys to sign the petition as well. And I truly do believe that this was a racial thing. I don't want to jump on the racism bandwagon because that's not the type of person I am. I'm not one of those who are always trying to pull the race card. I'm not. I have pulled it before. I'm not going to lie. It's hard not to in America. But the thing of it is that there's some type of discriminatory factor, some type of stereotypical factor that goes into this whole situation and why it was committed. Heard some comments from some people, heard some news stories, and one thing that stood out to me was Geraldo Rivera, or whatever his fucking name is, saying that young black men and women and Hispanic men and women should stop dressing like thugs, and then they would not have to worry about things like this happening. In a nutshell, don't quote me on that, but I think that was a very ignorant statement that was made. I don't think that you should have to change the way that you dress in order to be treated fairly and in order to have justice served on a platter to you. I don't feel like because you wear a hoodie. I mean, I know a lot of biker boys that are white that wear hoodies, that Abercrombie, Hollister, all of these predominantly Caucasian purchased clothing companies all make hoodies. I mean, let's just be honest. This hoodie had nothing to do with his death. Let's just stop the madness and let's just all come together to create justice and to get justice for this young man and his family. I definitely am praying that justice is served and that the truth comes out and that this situation is handled and that Zimmerman is arrested, because he definitely deserves to be arrested. I believe that all things work out in favor of what's just and what's right. And I believe that God has a way of handling things that the law may not be able to handle as accurately or effectively as they should. So I'm just praying that the situation is resolved, that the crime is... that every aspect of this crime is solved, you know. But that's all that I have. My nose is about to start running. I'm kind of getting emotional, and so I really don't want to talk about it anymore. But definitely sign that petition. I will have the link for it in the comments bar. Let me know how you feel about the situation, if you want to make a video response or however you want to do it. But definitely let your voice be heard, and let's all work together in favor of Trayvon Martin.